sure those airlock doors are secure. Yeah, we don't want to revisit movie night or anything like that.
Shadow the Hedgehog pissed on my wife. I love that. Shadow the it's just, it's one of the funniest things. Like, that guy, I can't. I love any copy pastas. All copy pastas are inherently fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Like, this one that I'm gonna read to you. Oh, there's a bunch of them in honor of American Thanksgiving. Guess what? It's that time of year to gobble, gobble, gobble up those dicks, chicks, and bics. Big dicks. I bet you're all horny copia for Skanksgiving. You'll be saying thanks for giving me all this cock. Send this to 10 of your thickest sluts with those hot, hot, tasty peach pies, if you know what I mean. You're going to get your turkey eaten tomorrow night. If you get 5 back, you'll be eating your cousin's peach pie just like you've always wanted. If you get 7 back, you'll become a pilgrim and be the villain of American history. If you get all 10 back, you'll be feasting this Thanksgiving in more ways than one. Okay, you sexy gobbling turkey poos, it's time for me to go atone for the sins of my ancestors. Look at this. I'm sending it to you. All the emojis.
No. Oh, and it has emoji. I love it when they do emojis.
Oh, okay, we got another one. I'm gonna send it to you, but then I'm gonna read, because I'm recording right now, so you can use this.
Oh, yep, I am too.
It's Spanksgiving, bitches. On this day, many years ago, the slutty pilgrims sailed across the Atlantic Ocean to find more cocks to suck. Together with the naughty natives, they gathered around the dinner table and had our nation's very first gangbang. We honor their orgy every year by giving thanks to all that's important to us: family, friends, freedom, and dick. So grab your buns, squeeze those breasts, and shove a cornucopious amount of dick into that hungry, hungry hole. Ladies, just like your thoughts-giving turkey, it's time to throw your legs in the air and prepare to get stuffed. After dinner, it's time for pumpkin pie. Show daddy how thankful you are and lick his wish bone until he gets as hard as a Plymouth Rock and shoots his homemade gravy. Midnight starts Black Friday, so send this to 10 thoughts you're thankful for. If you get 0 back, sail to England. If you get 5 back, you'll be getting your corn creams. Get 10 back or more, and the biggest, girthiest Black Friday cock is coming your way at midnight.
These are great.
Okay. And then there's the Halloween ones.
I can't wait to see what my friends think of these.
Oh, they're so funny. They're so good. Okay, all right. Here's a Halloween one that I'm gonna read for our listening audience. Attention, all Halloween hoes. It's time to get some spooky. You know what that means? Get fisted by a skeleton, shove candy corn in your pussy, and don't forget to suck some Dracula dick. So put on your costumes and let's go door to door, begging that good. I'm a spooky slut. I'm prepared and ready to get some chocolate-covered dick. My legs are open for treating. That was so funny.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
I love it when they do these.
One more. Sorry, 2 more, because one of them is a Heather's reference. And we're gonna do that one last. Okay. It's Cocktober. You know what that means. Dick Sucking Awareness Month. Send this to 12 of your closest hoes that love that dick. That Thought-a-ween is upon us. If you get this message, you are queen of the thoughts. Forward this to 7 of the thoughtiest thoughts that you know will get some soon. If you don't, be prepared for 69 days of bad luck. Attention, all Halloween hoes. It's time to get spooky. And then it just... Okay, then it goes into the... other one that we just did. Then boo. Sorry, did I scare you? What's up, girl? It's Cocktober. And if you are getting this, it means you're a Halloween hoe. Every year in Cocktober, the Jacko slut comes to life, coming to harvest his hoes for Thought-a-ween. Send this to 15 other Halloween hoes or else you a trick. If you get back 5, you're a Thought-a-ween treat. If you get 10 back, you're a slutty witch bitch. But if you get 15 back, you're the spookiest slut on the block. Okay.
How many? There's a lot of pumpkins.
You ready for the Heather's one? Martha Dump Truck in the flesh. Here comes the cootie squad. Won't you shut up, Heather? Sorry, Heather. Look who's with her. Oh my God! Dang, dang, diggity, dang, 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 tickety, dang, dang. It's Cocktober.
And then
it just goes into the portal. But I just like how it starts out with the Heather's one, because if I heard just the word Martha in that key, my brain would fill in the rest.
Yeah, same. Oh my God. These are fantastic.
Yeah, r/copy pasta, ladies and gentlemen. r/copy pasta. Copy pasta library.
Oh, no.
Have we been blessed by the copy gods? Oh, there's assy art.
Of course there is.
What's one of my favorite copy pastas? I don't know if it's here or there's a search. Okay, hold up. Discord. Okay, here we go. Perfect. It's right here. I'm not going to be active on Discord tonight. I'm meeting a girl, a real one, in half an hour. Wouldn't expect a lot of you to understand anyway. So please don't DM me asking where I am. I'm with the girl, okay? You'll most likely get aired because I'll be with the girl. Again, I don't expect you to understand. She's actually really interested in me, and it's not a situation I can pass up for some meaningless Discord degenerates because I'll be meeting a girl. Not that you really are going to understand. This is my life now, meeting women and not wasting my precious time online. I have to move on from such simple things and branch out. You wouldn't understand. Which I love that one. I think it's so funny because it starts out with, hey guys, I'm not going to be active on Discord tonight. And then just goes into like, no, I'm better than all of you. My life has, I've surpassed
I'm
you.
Because I'm gonna go talk to a girl.
Ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow. That is actually a conversation Hank and Dean have had.
Yeah, probably,
just to bring it back to Venture
sure.
Bros. I'm going to be meeting a girl. Not that you would understand. What the fuck? Anyways, I'm coming back to streaming, which apparently Grimmia predicted.
Look,
now
this is on my true addiction for this.
It's funny because you didn't tell me that you predicted it. You later were like, yeah, no, I thought this would happen, and I'm like, the fuck does that mean? You were like, well, you have a problem.
Literally in that video you did with Dillis, you said you were gonna.
That was a joke, though.
Was it?
No, okay. There was a joke because I said I was going to return, like have a big return stream just so I could leave again. The joke was that I was addicted to quitting. No, just to quitting. Whereas you are implying I am addicted to returning.
Both things can be true.
No, both things cannot be true. No, I mean, like, I'll talk about it on stream. When does this air? Next week?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be about a week before I start. Basically, what it kind of comes down to is I realized I just kind of missed, like, hanging out with chat and having a fun time. And I decided, I'm like, you know what? I want to do, excuse me, I want to do that again. And so, like, I talked to you and some other friends, and I talked to my wife, and it's like, okay, how are we going to do this in a way where it's okay for my mental well-being, and I'm not like pushing myself too hard, and stuff like that. And it's basically like, I think you said it, it's like I just need to focus on not the grind, which is hard for me, but it's something I'm going to work on. And I actually asked Dillis, who I did the video with, like, which is like, he basically gave really good advice. The grind is going to be like directly proportional to your expectations. If your expectation is that you want to be at like 100 viewers by like mid 2025, you're going to grind to try to get that. If your expectation is just to like have fun and some people show up, then that's what you're going to like grind towards. So it's really just going to be a matter of like reframing my expectations and having fun playing Pokemon.
That's what it's all about.
And
Pokemon.
Fallout. And Fallout. Fallout New Vegas is so good, guys. You don't even know. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
I love Fallout New Vegas.
I didn't play it for so long, and you know this, but because of the geckos.
Yeah, I was wondering how you were getting over the geckos.
Shooting them in the face.
Good strategy.
So I then realized they're only scary when they're coming at me. I saw like a little gecko hunter running around on his own, and then he was a cute little guy because he's just a little guy on his own. He wasn't talking to me. He wasn't bothering me. As soon as he got up in my face, we had a problem. And then secondarily, so that's way one, shoot them in the face. Way two, only travel on the road.
I mean, you can wander off, but it becomes very hard, and you will run into more geckos.
Do not wander off the road. 3, Boone.
I love him.
Cause is your dog named after him? Good. I like that so much. Because I was like, I kept thinking like, is Grimmia? To Grimmia? I love him. I don't care about any other companion but him. He's so cool. And also the fact that he's a sharpshooter means I don't have to worry about anybody.
I'm not good at aiming. I am a VATS whore. I love VATS. I will abuse the fuck out of VATS. But with Boone, I don't have to worry about what I'm not paying attention to.
Yeah, Boone is like the driver and you're like a passenger.
Like, I'm busy looting shit and he's just like 10 miles back popping people in the head so I can loot them.
Yeah, I was wandering to
also
the port where like you go to Caesar's Legion. It is. But I was wandering to the port by Caesar's, where you go to get to like Caesar's Legion. And I guess Boone saw a fire gecko I didn't, and just popped it. I didn't even see it. I just saw it get its head blown off. So yeah, those are like my 3 things primarily is shoot them in the face, stay on the roads, get a companion as soon as humanly possible, and then secondarily to that is Boone being a companion. I had Boone and Eddie, which was a really good duo, because they're great in combat. And then 4th, and I have yet to actually do this, but will be prioritize getting the animal friend perk. Because then the geckos will leave me alone.
That's
and then they're not scary. The animal friend perk, I was like kind of like debating, like, oh, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. And then I found out that it also prevents night stalkers from coming near me.
I forgot about the night stalkers.
And that I haven't seen one. I don't know if I could handle them. Cause the face is just, it's too snake. Like, it's too much for me. For those of you who don't, I'm very afraid of snakes. It's part of why I moved to space. Very few snakes here.
Except for that one time when there was nothing but snakes.
I hated that day.
Weird.
I didn't like it.
Ellen DeGeneres has moved to Great
But yeah. It's not so great anymore if she's there. Got her. Nailed it. Yeah, I know, like, Night Stalkers are a cool design. I will give them that. I just, like, I haven't seen them in game yet, so I guess I don't know how bad it would be if they were in motion. Probably not as bad as I'm thinking it would be. How scary do you think they are?
Night Stalkers? I remember them being a bitch. Yeah.
Like annoying?
Like super annoying.
But not scary.
I'm not scared of snakes, though.
Yeah. Like, I've seen the pictures of them, and it does make my tummy hurt a little bit, but there's enough dog there that I might be able to get past it. They just gave them really snaky eyes. But yeah, other than that, like, I've stuck to the road and I'm just like, yeah, if I stick to the road, I don't have to deal with wildlife very much.
That's the whole point of the road. Yeah.
It's been, yeah, like, I dealt with the geckos at the beginning of the game in Good Springs, and then I wandered off the road to get to the NCR Correctional Facility and got jumped by a gecko, which I did not like, so I shot him in the face like 5 times. And then I got Eddie and Boone, and then I didn't really fear anything anymore. So, that's... I have to restart the game because I did not realize I needed Charisma 6 for the Animal Friend perk. So I had to spend the first huge chunk of levels leveling up my Charisma so I could get Animal Friend. And then I was like level 17 and I'm like, I have no good perks, which makes combat more annoying and whatever. And I had, I killed Caesar's Legion. I'd pissed off the NCR. I'd killed Mr. House. I'd killed the White Glove Society, and I was kind of just like, yeah, they deserved it. But like, I was kind of just at a point where I'm like, I need to like restart and like actually like kind of figure out what I want to do, because I sort of just did everyone's things randomly. I also, for the money, let Benny live the first time. Because I didn't know. I genuinely thought that you might be able to like work with him for a while and then like turn on him later, right? And that was my plan. And I didn't realize he was just gonna like have his guards ambush you and run. I thought he was stupider than he is, and I ended up being stupid. So on the next playthrough, when I get upstairs with him, I'm just gonna fucking I'm gonna kill him.
I did that. Yeah.
Killed him?
I also
It's what he deserves.
But I killed him.
After you slept with him?
You have the Black Widow perk as a female
right.
wanderer. Courier. You're a courier in this one. As the lady courier,
yeah.
you unlock extra dialogue options with men. And then the one with Benny is you get to seduce him and then you kill him.
That's so much better. He's like, oh yeah, I got like fuck you. Also, then I get Maria right away. Which is a great weapon.
I am.
You're a great weapon. I'm such a good weapon. Oh my god, guys, she's a fucking 9mm.
It's good.
Yeah. So, I also bought all the DLC, which was a fucking pain in my ass. I paid more for the DLC than I paid for the game.
I bought it on Steam, which is why it crashes all the time.
I got an Xbox, so it wouldn't crash. And then my plan for streaming it is, like if I decide to stream it, is just to get a secondary set of Xbox cables, so I don't have to keep unplugging the Xbox every time. And then yeah, just capture carding it. Cause like the thing is, it's like, okay, I can get a PS2 emulator, and then I don't feel bad about downloading games I own for the PS2 to stream them. I don't feel bad about downloading Nintendo games because I don't own. I have a Wii, but I don't own any games for it. I just have a hard drive. with games that I downloaded. So again, it's fine. And then again, like same thing with all the GameCube stuff. It's the only problem is like, no, I would need the Xbox to be hooked up because there is no viable 360 emulator right now. That's
surprising.
Like, Xenia does not work. It is not a good emulator. Like, it's rough. It's like, it's solid. Like, and I've because the thing is, I've had it work for me. Briefly, but it just did not work well. There, like, so much is not playable. I like, this person alleges Fable 2 was playable, but I didn't find it playable. So yeah. And I like playing Bethesda games vanilla anyway. I find that once I start modding, it just becomes more about tweaking mods than playing the game. And it was nice because, like, my first playthrough of Skyrim on the PS3 was great because I didn't have to write mods. Then I got it on PC and I kept tweaking the mods, and I've never gotten further than a couple hours in, and then I stopped.
I think the only mod I have on Skyrim is for more rings. Oh, and I think I have capes.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't feel the need to, like, Skyrim works great on PC, so I don't feel the need to go, like, buy that for the Xbox. Oblivion works like shit on a PC, so I bought Oblivion for the Xbox. But I think I'm gonna, like,
there's a new Vegas mod, I think, that stabilizes it, and that would be the only one I want.
There is, I was looking it up, but it's still just like, it's not quite right, you know? The only reason I'd really want to do it on PC at this point is just for the cut content. But, you know, I'm okay without that. I will live. The game is super deep as is. So, yeah, I think as much fun as modding is, with Skyrim, it's just gonna be like, no, I'm gonna take away all the mods and then add quality of life. Like, okay, we're gonna add the UESP because it's a patch. We're gonna add like some visual stuff, and we're gonna capes and rings because that just enhances your role playing. And that's it. Like
5. I don't put rings on my pinkies in real life, so I wouldn't in a video game. Pinky rings are for gangsters and Bob Pinciotti.
That's fair. What about pimps? Or do pimps count as gangsters? Okay. Who else falls under the gangster category?
Pinky rings unless they're Bob Pinciotti.
So if someone comes up to you wearing a pinky ring, your immediate assumption is, oh my god, it's Bob Pinciotti.
No,
it's not. Oh, it's a gangster. Holy shit. Well, okay.
Obviously.
Is Bob Pinciotti a gangster?
Maybe.
Bob Pinciotti. Like Bob Pinciotti from that 70s show. He's a gangster. He is. There's no way he's not.
He might be.
Look at him. Look at his wife. Look at him. Look at his wife.
Yeah. Look at all of his wives.
He knows something. He knows something.
I don't think he ever married Joanne, and I don't think he married Jackie's mom. But he got back together with Midge.
Yeah. It's the money. It's the money.
What is this? What does this mean?
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Coffee members can listen to Podcast Night on Gargantua-1 early. Link available in the show notes or YouTube description.
My brain was about to jump straight to the intro question. Wow.
Hey, we don't have.
Who are we? You don't need to know that. All that matters is the story.
Yep.
If you're enjoying what our mystery show is doing, there are numerous ways to support the show on our Beacons page.
Show?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. Mystery TTRPG Theater 5000.
Catch the chaos live Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/The Forgotten Troop.
Anyways, we watched an episode of Venture Brothers this week. We're also back.
Anyway, welcome back to Podcast Night on Gargantua-1. 30 minutes in, and we're finally doing an intro. It's me, Grimmia, with my pictures of Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton.
Signed by Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
And it's me, Colin, with my mental health troubles.
Finger guns.
And my return to streaming coming up. You guys should fucking...
How much of
You guys
this
should go for it.
B-roll am I going to end up using? Probably none
all of it. Just use all of it.
Just don't even edit the video, or don't.
No,
the video.
don't.
Don't even edit.
I don't...
Fuck, maybe I
don't edit shit, man.
Maybe I shouldn't.
No, because here's the here's how I look at it. We have like 10 people who listen to this, and yeah, all right, we're all here, we're all interested in talking about Venture Bros. But if they're like, oh man, they spent 20 minutes talking about Fallout, now they can go tell their friends who are interested in Fallout, hey, this podcast I like spent 20 minutes talking about Fallout, you should check that part out. And then they're maybe like, oh, these guys sound fun, and they stick around for the Venture Bros part.
They might.
That's the play. That's the play here. It might not work, but hey, at least then you can like put it in the tags and stuff and not feel guilty.
We can put it in the. Hang on. What's our analytics? Oh, well, we haven't had any new. We haven't had any updates in a while, but.
Well, we have. Okay. Well, why haven't we uploaded in a long time? There's just been like a comedy of errors,
well,
right?
Let's see. Your computer killed itself.
No, my computer is fine. The one drive just died. Just one drive. And it's very important that that's
We have 20
noted.
subscribers. We're actually down 1 subscriber on YouTube.
All right, who was it? Show yourself. You motherfuckers. Listen. I'm going to put on a pinky ring. And I'm going to come find you. And I'll be a gangster. Because of the pinky ring. That's how it works.
I don't want to turn on ads. This is always going to be ad free because I hate ads, and we're never going to have 500 subscribers on YouTube. Are you kidding me?
Here's the other thing. Also, I don't like mid-roll ads.
Oh, I hate
But
them.
if someone was like, hey, we'll pay you guys to promo a product, I'll do that, because then that's us yapping. That's still us yapping. Yeah, but I won't make you guys like... I won't make your video stop to watch an ad. I will stop the video myself and do an ad, but that's different.
Well, we have a break. I just take a break in the conversation.
Yeah.
Usually before we start ranting or after, and that's like the good division of when we're done talking about dumb shit. You just like skip ahead like 20 seconds and then we're talking about the episode. So if you didn't know, you've just wasted 32 minutes of your life.
We should do an ad for pinky rings.
But it's not like ad. It's just, hey, I have a coffee. Give me money. Hey, I'm part of a TTRPG. Give me money. Or hey, Colin streams. Give him money.
No, actually, I can't make money yet.
I sent in an email request to remove myself from the affiliate program because I don't stream anymore. And if I do pick it back up again, I'm just gonna do it on YouTube.
You gotta be like, can I unhave affiliate, and can you give it to this new guy, Colin Valentine, who deleted his account
I think they just
months ago.
me.
Yeah, they will. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Twitch doesn't care. I didn't want to go back to Twitch. Part of me was like, oh, maybe I'll go to YouTube, but it's like, you know what?
It's a little harder on YouTube because you have to have.
I'm also a little harder on YouTube.
500 subs and shit.
I also Twitch just. For all of its faults, it's a good stream. It works as intended as a streaming platform. Anyway, it's now been like 40 minutes, so let's talk about the episode. We should talk about the episode.
Today we watched episode load your notes. Episode 9 of season 2. Guess
and it was
who's
called
coming to steak dinner.
Good, thank goodness. I was so worried you were going to say a different title, and I was like, I watched the wrong one. Holy shit! Everyone hold up for 20 minutes.
This episode was written by Jackson Public and Ben Edlund, actually, who is
some new guy.
He was the creator, or is he's still alive? The creator of The Tick, and has written for a bunch of other shows.
Good for him. It's important to have hobbies.
He also comes back and writes on this quite a bit. Public obviously worked with him on The Tick, so they already know each other, and Ben's kind of like, not like the third wheel, but he's kind of like the silent partner in this, because he comes back and he writes for him a couple times.
Yeah. Very nice. I liked this episode. I liked Bud's mom.
I don't really care for this episode, honestly.
I thought... Okay, so let me, as usual, rephrase my thoughts, because I will sell out my opinion in order to agree with Grimmia. I liked the first third a lot, when it was like all of them at the dinner. Basically, everything after Bud was offered the vice presidency just kind of fell off.
A lot is going on.
Yeah.
But there's nothing going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which, it happens a lot in the earlier seasons, especially. We said that a lot in season 1. Like, there's a lot going on, but nothing's really happening. But, like, everybody's in their own little episode. Like, Bud's in his own little episode about getting the vice presidency offer, and Brock's just hanging out. He's not even in the episode. He's in the episode, but he's not really like doing anything. Rusty's on his whole science kick. Remember, I'm a scientist, guys. And then the boys are solving a mystery.
Yeah, with the ghost of Abraham Lincoln.
And JJ's in the boys episode because he's like, you guys are so good at this mystery thing. But yeah, it's like 3 different episodes happening at once. The Ghost of Abraham Lincoln cracked me up, though. Which is technically...
Yeah.
It is not technically. It's my reference for this episode, because allegedly people staying in the White House have seen the ghost of Abe Lincoln.
My reference for this episode was... nothing.
And the president is just some amalgamation of a bunch of presidents. Like, he kind of looks like Nixon. He pronounces nuclear like George W. Bush. It's got like nuclear. He's got some Clinton tendencies going on, but this is like 30 years after. Well, when this came out, it wasn't 30 years, but this is a very old reference. He kind of sounds like Lyndon B. Johnson a little bit, but there's like there's just a bunch of presidents smashed into one. I do like Manstrong. I don't like Manstrong. I find him annoying, but he's a very good character. He's very good at being a very good character. It's just we don't really ever see him doing anything cool. He's kind of wasted on these weird episodes.
Yeah. It was a weird episode. Like, I don't know. It felt like they had an idea and they're like, oh, we love this. But they couldn't figure out how to work the characters into it. So they're like, oh, we'll just have them kind of wander around and do side shit. Well, we have this president and Bud actually do something.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, this was our actual idea, and we're just going to kind of like throw everyone else in the background a little bit.
Yeah, it's the ghost thing that kind of is the weird part. Like, having Rusty here because I invented, or it was his dad's invention, the space station. And then he also had the fucking force field, which is a great invention. It's Rusty. The force field
fucking
thing,
Rusty
great idea.
Sucks.
Yeah. It's Rusty. I don't remember what I was talking about. It's that ADHD kicking in.
Yeah, it's been a very ADHD few weeks for me.
I did like Hauser. We don't ever see him again. Like, maybe in the background, but he's a decent character, and he'd be a nice...
I think it was interesting to have kind of like a foil for Brock. Yeah. Where it's like, Brock takes his job seriously, but in a relatively lackadaisical way, where he's just like, yeah, whatever. Well,
yeah, like, he just literally tells Rusty, you don't pay me.
Yeah, and then Hauser's like, everything is very serious. Mm-hmm. Everybody should care about the perimeter. It's like, nah.
He does have the best line in the episode, everything you touch turns to suck. That's hilarious.
That is good.
Yeah. Visually, though, this is probably one of the better animated episodes. And, like, all the backgrounds look really nice. Like, they look like they're painted, which is... like scratches that old school Star Wars.
They did make the White House look very nice.
Yes, with like the painted thing, and then it's superimposed on the film. The old things. Remember when movies did that?
Yeah, no, they did a good job. Like, it wasn't a bad episode. It was just kind of like, shit's happening. All right, I guess.
A lot's going on.
A lot's going on, and my tummy kind of hurts. Was basically the thing. Did you know they're coming out with an autobiography of Benjamin Sisko?
Really?
Yeah. So, like, they've been doing this, like, autobiography.
Yeah, I have Janeway's.
Yeah. So they have Kirk, they have Picard, they have Janeway, they have Spock, and they have Sisko. Sisko doesn't come out until friggin' October of next year.
Really? That's so long.
Oh, wait, sorry, the paperback doesn't.
Oh, well...
The hardcover is out, but the hardcover is expensive.
Hardcovers are very expensive.
But I think that Sisko's is probably going to be the best.
Oh, probably. I hate...
Like, okay, Kirk, I don't fucking care.
No, nobody cares about Kirk.
Kirk cares about Kirk.
That's about it.
Kirk cares so much. I don't know if I've brought this up on the podcast, but I bring this up whenever I can. So, Kirk died in Star Trek Generations, and it was a beautiful, affecting death scene. And William Shatner just could not accept this. So he literally wrote a book.
I, for one, am shocked that he couldn't accept this.
Right? He literally was like, no, I'm writing a book called The Return, in which Kirk comes back.
Do I want this wallet? No, I just spent
$450. But yeah, nobody cares about Kirk. Fuck Kirk. Anyone who thinks Kirk's like a great captain or anything, I don't. Shut up. He was better as Chris Pine. Fucking hate William Shatner. Autobiography of Jean-Luc Picard.
That one would.
That would actually cook. That would actually be pretty good, because Picard's actually a badass. Janeway, possibly interesting.
I haven't read it yet, so I guess.
But I would assume there's a lot of, and here's how I modified the deflectors this time. Yeah. And then this time I said, hey, we should modify the deflectors. And it's like, okay, why did you keep doing that? Then Mr. Spock, which, yeah, okay. Spock and Kirk are just like two Star Trek characters that it's like, we don't need anything more from them.
Yeah. Because, they've been going on since the fucking 60s.
Well, and it's like, they're like, oh, we're gonna... I really appreciate and respect where Star Trek is, and I'm glad that we're getting new Star Trek content. I want Star Trek content that takes place post everything. And not just Picard, where it's like a little TNG reunion, but like new characters and new places and a new ship, and not just, yes, here's a prequel series and here's a future series. Never mind, it's not. Just, like, it feels like that's a lot of what we're getting. It's like, no, give me something in a post Enterprise Starfleet. Please.
Yeah.
Anyways, then there's
Lower
Cisco.
decks.
Then there's Cisco's, and Cisco's would probably absolutely cook because Benjamin Sisko is like the coolest man alive. Like,
really
he's
good.
so freaking awesome.
Have you seen any of Lower Decks?
I have not.
They do go to Deep Space Nine at one point.
Good.
And when it shows you the space station, and then it shows you Kira, and she's like looking wistfully at the
You mean Major Kira?
Yeah, Major Kira.
Okay.
And it shows she's like looking wistfully out into space in the direction of the void that Cisco had to go through. Like she's still waiting for him to show up, and it was just so.
That's
sweet.
so sad. Why would you?
It's so sad and it's so sweet because Lower Decks is so good, and it sucks that it's over with after this season. Because it's animated, you can literally do anything. They brought back Tom Paris before he was Tom Paris. Because the actor plays a character in Next Gen, and then he's Tom Paris in Voyager. It's the same fucking character, he just has a different name. But then they kind of have the other character there, and I think he's there as Tom Paris at one point. And then they can do throwbacks to other things. They literally had a Tuvix episode, which was so funny. Because their captain's like, oh, this happened on the Voyager. I'll just look up what that captain did to figure out why my people are merged together and how to unmerge them. Oh, that's how you do it. You have to kill them. Okay, cool.
Hey, we did it. Chat, we solved the problem.
It was so funny. I don't think we need to kill them to do that. That's a little excessive. We were watching Lower Decks today.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, no, but here we are back on Star Trek. Every episode.
At some point, we are gonna have to turn into a Star Trek episode. Star Trek podcast at some point.
At this point, I mean, we mostly are.
Yeah.
We talk about Star Trek. There's a lot of Star Trek stuff.
I don't think they've had any Star Trek references in this show yet.
No, but like, there's a lot of Star Trek to talk about.
It just keeps coming back.
It always does.
It'll never leave.
Never. We're gonna be there forever.
And ever and ever.
And ever and ever and fuck off. Hope you all drown. No, I don't. That would be mean.
Hang on. But anyway, that's...
It was an okay episode,
Yeah.
but it was kind of weird.
Next episode, we will see you at another time. Hopefully next week, but we'll see what happens. Next time, what is it? I Know Why the Caged Bird Kills is our next episode. I'm trying to think of a bit to do with that.
Next episode, you've read To Kill a Mockingbird. Now you're gonna learn about the mockingbird and its killing, because it's pretty pissed off that it's been getting killed.
Next episode, we're gonna get kidnapped. I mean,
God, I wish. Bye.